Welcome to our crib. Come on in.
Hi everyone, welcome to our kitchen. Lovely IKEA kitchen. And we are going to be getting ready for Passover, just a week away. You might be thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, Passover, very, very stressful. But I'm here to bring you the good news. And the good news is that it doesn't have to be stressful, because we're going to keep in mind that prepping for Passover is not really about the schmutz, not really about tidying, though if you're into that, you could do that. But we have four main steps for preparing our kitchen for Passover, and that is searching, separating, selling, and nullifying. Our first step of prepping for Passover is the searching step. So I'm going to open up our little pantry over here. Princess is going to be my special helper. We're just going to start grabbing stuff at random, checking to see does it have gluten in it? Does it have wheat in it? We have these lovely crispy grain rolls, vegetarian from H Mart. And these are going to be separated out. Now, an item that is perfect for separating is something that hasn't yet been opened. So, like this piece of snack food is unopened. Oh, we're going to be able to put it to the side. And all of these things that are chametz but unopened, they're going to be sold. So there's a sign-up sheet in the synagogue where you just put the name, your name, and your phone number and the address where you live. And the synagogue will sell your chametz to someone who's not Jewish for the holiday. So there are all kinds of stringencies that go into preparing for Passover. And I like to follow the most down-to-earth or simplest realm of stringencies. So, for example, in our family, we eat kidneyot. That means we eat corn products and legumes on Passover. So something that's literally a corn product that was already open, I'm going to say it's not chametz, but there are lots of people that will take their any open food item, things that are both kidneyot and things that are regular, and put them away for Passover. So I'm going to say, do what feels best to you. Go by your family minhag. But for example, this is our spice drawer. And I know everything in my spice drawer, nothing in it has chametz. I'm going to use these spices for Passover. There is a more lenient opinion that if your spice is the only ingredient is the spice, you can use it on Passover, and we will use all of these spices over Passover. We don't have a special selection of Passover spices. That's a leniency that we follow as a family. Another area of Passover preparation where there are multiple different opinions is with our pets. So we have over here all of Princess's food, and her dog snacks. So some dog snacks, like these liver treats, they do have wheat in them. And other dog snacks, like these salmon skins, don't have any chametz. Because it's your dog, you don't actually need to get rid of your dog food or your dog snacks over Passover. But if you want to, then you can separate them out. When you have doubts and when you have questions, ask your local dog what they hope to do, or ask a rabbi for advice. In our family, we used Passover as an opportunity to take some of the stuff that we've been saving in the pantry that's already been opened and is kind of gross and old. We do take it as an opportunity to just throw it away. So any bag of flour that has 1/4 of a cup left at the bottom, stuff like that, really it shouldn't be sold. It shouldn't be in the category of stuff that's going to be sold to the synagogue, because it doesn't really have any value. So just be smart. If the stuff that you're putting in your to sell pile isn't something that you would actually buy to someone else, try to use it up before Passover starts, or get rid of it, toss it. So we've talked about searching, sorting, selling through the synagogue, and our final step for preparing for Passover is nullification. This is actually probably the most complicated part, but I'm going to simplify it down to its core element, which is heat. So every surface in your kitchen that's used for cooking, you want to heat it up to the temperature that you normally use for cooking. So for example, my stovetop, I'm just going to wipe the schmutz kind of off, and then I'm going to turn on all of my burners to their highest setting, and I'm going to leave it on for like 20 minutes at the highest setting. I'll do the same thing for my oven. I'll do a cursory wipe down of it just so I'm not setting off the smoke alarm. Put it up to the highest heat temperature, let it go for a while. The idea is that when we cook during the year, then our cooking utensils take on the property of milk and of meat. The same way that heat causes something in your kitchen to be either milchik or fleishik, milk or meat, is the same way that something in your kitchen is going to be chametzdik, meaning like chametzi, or kosher for Passover, having no chametz. So we're going to turn up our oven all the way, turn up our stove all the way. We're going to pour boiling water into our sink. And if you have a countertop that can take it, pour boiling water on your countertop and boil a cup of water in your microwave so that it spills over. Doing all of those things removes the property of chametz from our kitchen and makes it kosher for Passover. Things that you don't need to do unless you want to, and unless it's part of your family custom. Covering everything in tinfoil, that's an extra layer. That's definitely a family custom. It's not necessary if you've completely nullified the chametz property of the stuff that you have. So make it hot, and that's all you got to do. In sum, you're going to search for your chametz, you're going to separate your chametz, you're going to sell your chametz, you're going to nullify your chametz by heating up everything in your kitchen. At the end of the day, if you're like us and you have some kinds of crumbs and schmutz around, right before Passover, we make a declaration that crumbs aren't considered chametz. So you don't need to go through all the shelves of your refrigerator. You don't need to clean out all of the corners. This isn't to drive you crazy. This is to help us get to a spiritual level, a spiritual sense of leaving Mitzrayim. So, on behalf of all of us at Bethel, me and my family, we want to wish you a Chag Kasher v'Sameach, a happy and kosher Passover.